Alright guys, I'm TriumphOfMan and welcome to another one of my Dota 2 hero guides brought to you by Mobicast and Dotafire.com. Today I'm going to teach you how to play the dire strength hero Sandking. He resembles a desert scorpion, and Sandking is a very strong initiator type hero thanks to his powerful stun and devastating ultimate. So let's take a closer look at his skills. Burrow Strike causes Sandking to burrow under the ground and reappear at a target point, stunning and damaging everything on the way. You can target enemies directly with it, but get used to aiming it manually to clip as many targets as you can. This way you get more bang for your buck. Also, while burrowed, you're invincible, so you can dodge attacks with very careful timing. His second skill, Sandstorm, causes Sandking to channel a vortex of sand that makes him invisible and deals damage over time. Using Sandstorm also causes Sandking to disjoint and dodge any incoming projectiles, making it a rather useful defensive skill. His third skill, Caustic Finale, is an orb. It causes targets attacked by Sandking to explode and damage other nearby enemies when they die. Sandking's ultimate, Epicenter, is a two-part spell. The first part is a 2-second channeling period. After completing this channel time, Sandking causes a series of high damage AoE pulses around him, which also have a slow effect. Now when it comes to skill builds, Sandking is somewhat flexible. Just make sure you max out Burrow Strike first. The increased range and damage is way too good to pass up. Whether or not you max out Sandstorm next depends on how many AoE stuns and silences the other team has. If it's 4 or more, generally I prefer getting 1 level of Sandstorm and then taking stats. I suggest against getting any levels in Caustic Finale until the late game, where killing large creep waves is more necessary. It's very difficult to get a good Epicenter off before you acquire a Blink Dagger, so you can wait until you're close to affording one before you get your levels in your ult. That said, sometimes you can get a decent ult off, so feel free to get Epicenter at level 6 if you feel like it. But personally, I prefer to save the mana for repeated Burrow Strikes. For starting items, I like to get 2 Iron Branches, 2 Mana Potions, 1 Health Potion, 1 set of Tangos, and a Ring of Protection. We turn this into an early Ring of Basilius, as much for the mana regen as well as the armor aura. Sandking has one of the worst base armor levels in the game, making him rather easy to harass. Next, work towards Boots, Bottle, and a Magic Wand. This will allow you to roam all over the map and put the fear of God into the enemy. Whenever Sandking is missing on the map, they'll be biting their fingernails. If you want, you can replace the Magic Wand and Bottle with Arcane Boots. Unless you're getting a crazy amount of gold, I recommend against getting all 3 because it will delay your Blink Dagger a fair amount. Now, Epicenter is pretty tricky to use. Without a Blink Dagger, most opponents will try to stun or silence you if you channel it at close range. Even if you successfully cast it, they may either split up or have retreated, limiting your effectiveness. This is why you want a Blink Dagger so badly, so you can position yourself effectively. You want to shift Q with your Blink Dagger during Epicenter's channel time. This way you don't risk blinking too late and wasting pulses, or blinking too early and cancelling your ult completely. This is very important because a correctly timed Epicenter is utterly devastating. Blink Dagger gives you great initiation powers. Don't be afraid to just blink in and stun your enemies so your teammates can follow up. It's also great for cutting enemies off and running them down. Be careful about channeling your ultimate where enemies can mess up your blink. Here I get clipped by Juggernaut and most of Epicenter winds up getting wasted on his magic immunity. For best effect, you want to channel Epicenter from somewhere out of sight. This way you can get the drop on your enemies and they won't have time to either back off or activate magic immunities. When it comes to laning, pairing Sandking with a ranged stunner that has nukes like Leshrac or Lina is utterly devastating. Even at early levels, if one of you lands a stun, it's pretty much lights out for the enemy. Don't be afraid to be aggressive. If you and your partner work together, you can pretty much instantly punish any opponent that steps out of line. If you see opportunities, don't be afraid to leave your lane and gank others. Burrow Strike is incredibly powerful early game, so use it to your advantage and apply pressure all over the map. Remember, if you get into a tight spot, Sandstorm can save your life. Use it to disjoint attacks and to hide yourself. Just remember to use it after the enemy use their AoE stuns and silences. Be warned, Sandking does lose power as the game progresses. Magic immunity is a huge problem for him. If several key enemies complete Black King bars, you can expect Epicenter to deal little to no damage. This is why you want to gank a lot and help your team establish a convincing advantage in the early and mid game. That said, if you see the opportunity to try and sneak in a bit of farm, do it, especially if it'll help you get your Blink Dagger a little bit faster. Even with 1 level in Caustic Finale, you can clear creep waves pretty damn quickly. Okay guys, well that's the basics. For a more in-depth guide, check out Dotafire.com for info on any hero. Or you can check out the Dotacast Twitch TV channel. Jump into the chat and ask me anything and I will do my very best to help you out.